asking, it is Youth Day, so let's get back into our youth pocket, ne?
Yeah.
Who is the greatest of all time? This time around, we say young player in PSL history. Who is the great? Like when you think about, and it has to be under 23.
Yeah.
You know, and there's going to be disqualifications because there's going to be players when we say, this one only played one season. This one only showed up for half a season.
Yeah.
Of the players that have played and walked in the Dr. Kumalo's out, because I put Dr. Kumalo for everything.
I know.
He's out because he wasn't young during the PSL era.
Yeah.
So PSL era, Nadeem, what is the PSL era? For all of those that always come in and put in words, when we say PSL era, what is the PSL era?
Yeah, so the league was incepted 1996. That's where the PSL started.
So 96 to now?
Yeah, till now.
And then when we say young player, Mkonza?
Under 23.
23 and under.
And under.
So he can be 14, 12, but he must be under 23.
Yeah.
So players that lit up the
So we
DStv Premiership
only judge from 23 years
down.
Yeah.
His behavior, even if he was an alcoholic after
No, it's getting down.
Sikhuluma ngetalent.
On the field. Who lit the PSL up on the field?
But the players were good.
Yeah, then they're good.
Like Junior Kanya was very good.
Then he's good.
Yeah, all right.
No, then he's good.
Okay. Okay, I see what you mean.
It's 13 after the hour 6, and of course at 18:45 we take your calls on 086 0002 WhatsApp on 060 552 7303. David Notwane is going to give us his selection of his top 3 as well. Pro Pilani is with us as well. Pro.
Good evening, Put Andile. Good evening to the gentlemen in studio, and good evening to all the listeners of this number 1 sports show in South Africa.
Hey, listen, we might as well get straight into it, Pro. We've got you on the line. Sundowns signed junior mediator from Stellenbosch. Your thoughts?
It's a good signing when it comes to the PSL standard, but I'm not sure if...
What do you mean when it comes to the PSL standards?
When it comes to the PSL standard, Put Andile, Sundowns, we know that they usually sign the best players that are available in the market, but the key question is, can Junior Mediator help them to go past the semi-final stage of the Champions League? That answer lies in Rolani Mokoena's hands and the technical team.
Do you think so? Do you think Junior is what they need?
If you look at the players that are in the fringes at Sundowns, you look at Motupa, you look at Kutumela, and you look at the qualities of Mendieta, and you say to yourself, who would you prefer in your team? Would you prefer Motupa or Mendieta? And the answer is you'll go for Mendieta.
Mkonza?
Yo, we spoke about this, I think, 3 weeks ago, but what's important is the fact that how is he going to fit into those Sundowns tactical confines? Because when a team signs a player, they don't just sign, especially Sundowns, there's an element of social and identity in it. When you sign a player, especially midfielders, you need a specific profile. So if you look at our stats coming the last season, very impressive stats. I mean, he scored over 10 goals. So that speaks to a midfielder that can get 10 goals a season. Any coach wants a midfielder that can create and score 10 goals. But I think Mendieta will struggle because the role that he's playing is he played second striker, Stellenbosch, and that's a role that is played by Umailula. But Umailula but again, I still that is Sundowns for me. Who has why he signed him, but I still believe he's not a match fit for Sundowns.
Junior Mendieta, not a good fit.
Yeah, not never.
You wanted him at Chiefs, didn't you?
Yeah, Chiefs the whole season without a playmaker.
And he would have been the perfect match.
Yeah, but
so why didn't Chiefs go for it?
Sometimes when you make a move, no, but sometimes when you make a move as a player, it's not just yes, but also it's about environment. You look at the situation and say, la, food because everything is started from scratch. Sundowns is a well-oiled machine. Hey, because now Hashim Domingue, top players like him Mendieta, but I'm not saying they are better than Mendieta, but I believe that when a player, we understand Miami, although the layer role there, is in for a tough time because the competition is higher.
Nadeem?
Statistically, he's better than everyone at Sundowns. For the past season, he contributed 19 goals from 26 matches. I honestly think it's a great signing for Sundowns. As I said last time, 3 weeks ago, he would have been a signing for any team in the PSL. Sundowns have done well by signing him. I honestly think, Yes, definitely. Even at Pirates was going to be a very useful signing. I mean, his stats are on par with Saleng. I mean, his contribution of 19 goals this season in the league, in the PSL. So that's why I feel he's basically 10 goals and 9 assists. He has really done well, and it's a good signing. I mean, if you can do that as Stellenbosch, just like Peter Shaulile when he was signed from Highlands Park, he was coming with almost similar status. Sundowns, he has been brilliant. Sundowns, the better team, is going to play with players who are better passers, better defenders. It's going to just fit well and do well at Sundowns.
But also we need to be careful, Andile, with stats. Stats, yes, give us useful feedbacks numerically, but influence becomes critical because...
But he's an influential player.
It's Sundowns. We're talking expectations are different. The demands and responsibility of Sundowns
just like Shaulile, he came with those kind of players at Highlands Park.
Nadim, players are different. Some players, they choke when they get...
So you think he'll fail at Sundowns?
It's not a perfect fit for Sundowns. So
you don't think it's a good signing?
No.
All right, let's take a break.
Okay, then that's fair.
Let's take a break. There's more to speak about. We're going to be going to that interview we did during the week with a boy out in Tanzania on the new coach that is supposedly going to Kaizer Chiefs, but also Siyabonga Gezana leaving Kaizer Chiefs for 12 million. We'll talk about that. Hugo Bruce on his criticism of his team and his tactics. We'll play you a little bit of that. Cape Town Spurs has been promoted to the DStv Premiership and Riceburg United relegated. We'll touch on that as well. Hey, are there teams on sale currently in the DStv Premiership? I'm seeing news up and down speaking about that. Maybe we'll touch on that if you so please. 086 0002160 is what we're doing with your calls at exactly 18:45. Let's take. Siyabonga makasana to those abavula amabhuti imoto zabo bahleli namajita baphethe kubandayo and listening to this here show. We appreciate you because I said, hey, it's Youth Day. We're together. We can finally listen together. Thank you so much. I've got the whole team here. Pro Pilan is out in the KZN. I've got Skizo, Spuam Konza, as well as Nadim, and in his absence, still part of the show, of course, is Opta Jabu. It's 22 after the hour 6. We spoke about Sundown signing Junior Mendieta. Let's move on now. The rumor has been rife about Coach Nabi coming to Kaizer Chiefs. Yeah. He's out at Yanga at the moment in Tanzania, or was at Yanga in Tanzania. He is no longer there. That is official. Yeah. They've even sent out a statement. That is official. We played here on the show during the week a clip of the assistant coach speaking to media in Tanzania where he said that they would not be renewing with Yanga. So that we know for sure. But the one thing that has not been confirmed is whether he's staying on or coming to Chiefs or not. We spoke to journalist Jeffrey Leah from Tanzania, commentator who has been with this man all season long, knows him well. This is what he had to say about Coach Nabi's style of play.
But he seems to favor a possession-based style because that is what Yanga has been doing, especially in the league. And they've been changing that style to a bit of a reactive or counter-attacking style when they're playing away in the CAF games. So if Kaizer Chiefs land their hands on this manager with the quality of players available to a team the size and repertoire like Kaizer Chiefs, good things are coming.
So much belief in this coach from the commentator who commentates every single game to what you see here at home. This is what he had to say, being an Orlando Pirates fan, about the coach.
Nabi is a fantastic manager. First of all, I like how bold he is. He's an all-rounder as a manager because I can't look for weaknesses in his coaching because in my country, Yanga has never been known as a team that plays possession football. Nabi came and made Yanga fans obsessed with playing possession football. But then we've seen Yanga being one of the best transition-based or counter-attacking teams. So he's a manager who knows how to adapt to different environments.
He even went on to say he's an Orlando Pirates fan from Tanzania, but you know he wishes Orlando Pirates had gotten him, and he thinks that Chiefs are going to be better off with him than Orlando Pirates. That's how much he believes in this Coach Nabi. You heard what Coach Nabi's what his preferred tactic is. That's what he's been playing since he's been at Yanga. Let me start with you, Mkonza.
Andile, first of all, let's look at the last 8 years. As a good Chiefs, 6 coaches already in the last 8 years. The messaging is very evident ukubonakala ukuthi kune crisis, and it's desperation times, it's pressure times, and I understand maybe the ukufuna Nazreddin Nabi ukuthi okay kubuya kuphi, because if you look at statistically he's won 5 trophies since 2021 lapha younger Tanzania, but again 2 trophies this season, lost in the Confed Cup, and I don't want to go deep
in the final.
Yeah, in the final. So listening to the commentator Eringa ngaye kanje it can be a perfect fit in a sense that at Chiefs it's about reaching the highest target, meaning getting results, but playing well. We're just winning ukuthi ungazowina kanjani uchayisana amabonda bazoqabana now, and I think that is what Atta was expected to deliver, the culture of how Chiefs needs to play, because also culture informs ukuthi uzodlala kanjani. It also informs ukuthi uzosayina which type of a players. Not any type of a player can just play for Kaizer Chiefs. You are informed by the culture. So if profile like is this specific profile abasinika yona, it's correct. There is ofita good Chiefs. Yes, he's got the experience, because if you look at he spent 3 seasons at Younger, and he made a drastic change about the team. So it tells you good lo muntu yasa story sakhe no experience. Hopefully uzofita good Chiefs. Mara hey, subile lapha kodwa I desperation ifikile manje.
Nadim?
Yeah, it looks like an experienced coach with what Kaizer Chiefs needed, with what they didn't have with Adazwane. I honestly think that's...
Give me his experience. Why do you think his experience? What do you know?
If you look at the teams that he's coached all the big teams across Africa, Al-Ali, and then Al-Hilal, Ismail, Al-Merrick, all the teams that have been part of the CAF Champions League. So you can just tell that he's a highly experienced guy. He's used to coach big teams, which, I mean, Kaizer Chiefs is not a learning job. That's why you need a guy who's going to win. I differ with him, that Chiefs always look at how they played. They're not known for playing attractive football from the days of hiring Stuart Beggs, one two leg tackles, please wait. Okay. And then all that matters at Kaizer Chiefs is winning, not playing attractive football.
In the last 8 years.
No, even before. I mean, when Vivi was there, Vivi is not like was playing the best football, but was winning. So it's not about, at the moment now at Kaizer Chiefs, it's not about playing attractive football, it's about getting the results here. Exactly. So it looks like that kind of a guy who can bring the results at Kaizer Chiefs, and the experience is there. But I was a bit disturbed that Mr. Kezamdong, I hear that he wants to put Atazwane somehow in his technical team. I think that could be unfortunate if it's true, because you need to allow the guy to come and bring his own changes if he fails or successful, so that he gets credit that he deserves. I don't know why. What is it that Atazwane has over Kaizer Chiefs that he has to be there? I mean, he was there with Gavin Hunt.
So Menza no
of course, he has to leave Kaizer Chiefs. Yes. Okay. Why would you want him to be there? Because I mean, coach is a result. Is a 45% coach. I mean, even at school, I mean, it's a 45%.
It's a pass.
No, it's not a pass.
45%. No. 33.3 is standard grade in 19.
No. But in terms of winning in football, 45% is a failure. You can't win a league having won 45k. You can't even, sometimes you will struggle to even make the top 8. Hence, most teams have been underperforming in the PSL. If you look how Sundowns won the league, 16 points ahead. If the other teams were really fighting, Kaizer Chiefs were not even going to be in the top 8. Hence, I feel this could be a good coach for Kaizer Chiefs.
Pro, over to you.
Hi, but Andile, the most important thing is that the guy must be allowed to bring his preferred technical team in the interest of the team, because I heard that he speaks Arabic and French, and the guys that he wants to bring to the team, they speak the languages and they also speak English. So whoever that will remain in the technical team, in the current technical team at Kaizer Chiefs, need to be proficient in French, Arabic, and must be able to communicate with these guys. So for me, I think it will be in the best interest of the club if he comes, they allow him to bring his own technical team, so that work can progress smoothly, and the team can really look forward to the new season. What is more important for me is a strong Kaizer Chiefs next season, because we can't have a team that wins the league with a 19-16 points gap. We need a stronger Kaizer Chiefs and a stronger Orlando Pirates that can challenge Sundowns over 30 games, not over 4 games.
All right, that's it. Coach Nabi seems to be getting a resounding. If he does come here, let him come. Let's see where we stand with Arthur. You say Arthur goes. That's Nadim. Mkwanza, what do you say?
Rope him in good technical team. No more.
Of the senior team?
No, inside the structure.
No, Nyabu's with the senior team.
Not senior team.
So we say like junior teams.
Because
no, so hold on. So you take him to the junior teams.
Yes, you know why? Ubano fundisa labafani culture club. Manch. Who knows that team? Because even now, I'm Chiefs. A lot of people that are there don't know Chiefs.
There's so many people who know
Pro,
the Kaizer Chiefs.
do you keep Arthur?
Dr. Kumar is one of them.
But to talk to
I put Andile. I like Atazwane a lot as a coach and as a person. I think
you and I both, but we're not talking about personal here. We're talking about.
But in the interest of the club and for the sake of progress, I would say if the guy is bringing his own technical team, then let Atazwane step aside and allow the work to progress.
Step aside out of Chiefs or step aside out of the senior team?
Well, he can still be part of Chiefs in the scouting department. He can go and scout oppositions. He can go and look for players that he can bring at the club. He can help to do Ubab Eskuse. I don't think that it's only the coaching position that Atazwane can perform at Kaizer Chiefs. There are other roles that he can perform in helping the first team to achieve its target of returning to its former glory.
All right, there you go. Thank you so much. That's, of course, we've covered now Kaizer Chiefs with Nabi as well as the new coach. To speak now about Ncube. Siyabonga Ngezana leaves Kaizer Chiefs for a reported 12 million rands. His new home will be the Arena Nationale with a capacity of 55,634. FCSB are the most successful club in Romania with 26 league titles that they've won. They've won the UEFA Champions League back in 85-86 and the UEFA Super Cup in 1986. It's not a small team that he's joining.
I see him Andile. At 25, I think it's a good move for him. Yes, Romanian football, if we pay, they are 46 in the world, so they've dropped now in Romania. About George Haji that played in Romania. But again, for me, I think it's a challenge for Ncube. He'll grow. It's also a financial decision. It's not just about just.
Were you shocked?
Yeah, but Romania says on Romania anywhere Andile. Which players ever? When was the last time CSI player go 5 top leagues in the world?
But were you shocked to see Ngezana move in
I was
particular?
shocked. But one thing that I must highlight, Ngezana has been the best player this past season for Chiefs. Let's debate the whole day. The best.
Ngezana has been Chiefs' best player this season.
Yeah.
Okay, Nadim.
Yeah, it's a good move for him. Ncube, correct, that's the name of the team. It's one of the big. It's actually even been playing in the Champions League. It's one of the best. That's what we need for Bafana Bafana to be strong players playing across the world in those kind of leagues. Yes, it might not be the top 5 leagues in the world, but of course, maybe it could be in the top 25. It could be there.
Yeah.
So I think it's a good move for him. We wish him the best. Let's hope it's just gonna make the team better and also be given a chance to play.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you can be signed and still be in the bench. We want him to be one of the regulars. Remember what happened to Pesita when he went to Brighton, started the first few matches, now he's playing in Al Ahly. But we want him to play in the Premier League, not in Africa.
Yeah.
Pro.
Ngezana is joining a team that frequents your Europa Conference League, your UEFA Europa Cup. He's joining one of the big teams in Eastern Europe, so I think it's a good move for him, and it's also a good move for Bafana Bafana as well, because the profile of our younger players, I think at 25, he can still represent Bafana Bafana when the likes of Sendra Tulu are out of the team, and he can always come in and form that strong depth in the defensive position. But for me, congratulations to Siyabonga Ngezana for ending it, and congratulations to Kaizer Chiefs as well for sending yet another development product overseas within a space of a year. I think last year they released, I think in January, they released Double Plum, and now they are releasing Ngezana, and these are the players that are coming from the hands of Atazwane at development. So you can see Atazwane, they are positive that are coming out of him, but obviously Kaizer Chiefs is a big team. They are out to send their big talent overseas, and congratulations to Ngezana and Kaizer Chiefs.
It's exactly 6:33. Remember, at 18:45, we're going to be taking your calls on 086 0002 160 060 552 7303 for your voice notes. Guys, time is not on our side anymore, so we have to take one story here that remains. We can either go Hugo Bruce, Cape Town Spurs, Sundowns. Okay, let's go Cape Town Spurs. I've got a clip for you to play here. This is when we spoke to Farouk Adoudi, of course, who is the president, the chairman out at Maritzburg United, and we asked, hey, what's to happen if you get relegated?
No, look, I haven't thought that far. We've escaped this kind of position many times. I'm not saying that we definitely escaped it now, but the reality is that I actually basically do a proper cleanup. Obviously, going to the Mosete League is a big challenge. Then we'll have to look at it, see exactly whether we have the energies of bringing the club back to the PSL.
At the time, he had no plans. I was asking him, if you do get relegated, are you going to sell? Are you going to stay? What are you going to do? He had no idea what he's going to do. He says he wasn't thinking about it because he didn't want to go down, but they have gone down. Maritzburg United no longer a premium team in the DStv Premiership. Yeah. They are still in the PSL as they'll be playing in the MFC. It does mean, though, Sean Bartlett and Cape Town Spurs. Sean, once again, has brought up another team. Mangete winning for this one, Kala. Pro.
What do you mean another team?
Yeah, he promoted Arosa.
No, Matumadala said he didn't bring Arosa. You remember?
Ganjan. I don't remember.
You remember the story when
Pro?
we don't remember that.
I know, we don't remember that one.
No, he said it actually Mato said it in this radio station like a few years ago when Aros were promoted. It's not even
I know, man.
Okay, we'll look it up. We'll look it up. Pro, what do you think?
Well, firstly, congratulations to Cape Town Spurs. I think they've done extremely well. But what I said for the people of Maritzburg, I think after the final whistle, there was a complete silence at the stadium, and people were so shocked and disappointed that Maritzburg United relegation is finally caught out on them. And I know how much Chairman Farouk Kadodia loves the team, and I know how much he has invested in the team, and I know how much they wanted the team to survive. But unfortunately, the team took too long to make a decision on the coach that was there before, and so unfortunately that Coach Patrick David couldn't turn the tide. And I hope they go to the MFC and they fix all the problems and they come back stronger whenever they decide to come back to the DStv Premiership.
But for me, Andile, I'll criticize Maritzburg in a sense that outcome never lies. 15 years good PSL, and obviously Maritzburg, there were times where they were playing closer to your relegation. Those were signing enough for you as a club to see good time, and there's something that we're not doing correct. And now being relegated, it's the outcome that I'm saying. Uti Maritzburg got relegated, they didn't sort their model of how they do things. Yes, congratulations to Sean and Cape Town Spurs again. Excited to see Cape Town Spurs back into the league. I mean, if you've seen their facilities, their structure from under 8, when you visit Ikam Valape, and you'll be impressed. But again, Maritzburg, the outcome never lies. They know they've shot themselves on the hip. Over these years, they've been playing under stress. They haven't changed the model. Are we expecting Njalo relegation to survive? Definitely no. That is why they needed to change the model. That's what Pumil.
Yeah, I know. Congratulations to Cape Town Spurs. I mean, they did well. I actually feel like the top 2 teams in the NFT, they need to be promoted. Bottom, they're relegated. The right team got relegated. Maritzburg United were one of the worst teams this season in the PSL. They are where they have to be because they've been struggling. I mean, they've been surviving relegation for the past 10 years, if you look at it properly. Yeah. So maybe they will regroup properly in the NFT and come back stronger because they're a team that you always feel they always produce quality players, but they've been selling too much anyways. Every season, you know that their key players will always going to leave to the bigger teams. I honestly feel the relegation maybe is going to change the way how they think. But I'm sorry for them, and well done to Cape Town.
Friday nights, Buffett.
Hey,
Friday nights.
There was nothing for Friday nights. Nothing. But also, you know, with the taintedness of Heriguala over the last 2 weeks or so. I mean, you two were there. You know, saying a trauma, Let's take a break. When we come back, it's the greatest of all time conversation. This is where I'd love to hear from you. 086-0002160. The greatest young player in PSL history. Yo. We took too long with those stories. Next time we need to cut them short, but there was just so much. Let's get straight into it. The greatest of all time, young players. The criteria is simple. It has to be within the PSL area, which means 96 till now. The player has to have been under 23. Whether they played 1 season, 2 seasons, 3 seasons, it's up to you if you think that is the greatest of all time. I'm going to go to David Notwane last, because Coach David Notwane also gave us his 3.
Yeah.
Let me start with Mkhonza.
Go on.
Mkhonza, who is, you can give me your top 3.
Yeah,
but I want one. But number 1, your top 3. Who is your greatest young player celebrating June 16 Youth Day? Who is your greatest young player of all time?
Jabu Mahlang.
Which who?
No,
Jabu was over 23. Jabu Pule was under 23.
Yeah, very influential. I mean, the reason I choose Jabu is because I remember every game will play as a team and he would. And he was on let's say Makani Nigipolo, mina ngizoyenza into zenza Andile awuzozenza Andile
so bekanbiza ngembongolo
yeah angizina phela emuva lapha siyakenika senza siyathina yonke vele bekayuza that way that nina nimbongolo lethani la kimi mina ngiayini la.
So you saw him play, you played with him, you shared a dressing room, and you're saying that was talent uncommon, like second to none.
Mina raw talent yasekasi phela uJabu yes iChiefs imkhulisile but kahle mawungambona kahle umbonele eDavidton uzobuda uJabu uyashisa khohlwa Andile influence game ngenye indlela emangazayo and uplaka liphethe akasabi lutho uTyama.
So Jabu, who are your other two?
My other two is Cheese Boy Mugwena, She's pipe. Cheese Boy, I think it's very. My player I've rebreed in a sense that he could use his feet both left and right, can take shots, corner kick, left and right, can play between the lines, and then to Cream Serrero.
Tulane Serrero at Ajax.
Yeah, at Ajax.
Was a good 2 seasons.
2 seasons.
Was a good 2 seasons. I mean, the two that you've mentioned before that, you're talking 5, 6, 7 seasons.
Yeah. But impact is big. Yeah, but Jabu is massive. No, Cheese Boy is massive.
So Tulane Serrero for you. Okay, I'll come back to that one because I don't want to give more names until we've gone.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking of Nadim.
Yeah, for me number 1 is Tulane Serrero simply because at that time, remember before he actually won the football of the season in 2011, Ajax finished number 2 under Craig Rose. They nearly won the league actually. They lost it just by drawing with Arrows and KZN. So it's not like before that season he was also good. Tulane Serrero. Kama Pilet eventually went on to become the best player at Sundowns, but he made Kama, George Malulega, and all those guys.
Yeah, in that team, Tulane was.
It was like he was their leader.
Yeah.
He was. He was who you are in this show, like Sports Night Amplified with Andy.
Yes,
exactly.
Yes.
So he was that kind of a guy. He was the guy that make things happen.
Okay.
And then number 2, Chabopole guys. I mean, he was part of the Sydney Olympics team in 2000. Also 2002 World Cup. He was there in Korea, Japan. Was the PSL footballers of the season, player of the season.
Yeah.
For me, I think that's the most important award in the PSL because the the player of the season is voted by coaches and it's usually biased. I mean, it's decided it's unfair. If you look how it's been voted all along, the best player is usually the player of the season. Even when Jabupule won it, I think it was just brilliant. He did well. Unfortunately, alcohol maybe could have killed his career. And then if you look at another one, is Itumeleng Khune when 2007. Itumeleng Khune for me.
I didn't think about Itu.
I mean,
how old was Itu when he broke through?
It was like 2007, like 20 years,
He was 17.
21.
He was 17.
No, but I'm just saying.
Yeah,
No, when he was started being hot.
Oh yeah,
Actually, Khune 2008 was the PSL Players Player of the Year. He shouldn't have been the footballer of the season, but they gave it to Teko Modisa. I don't know how, but Khune is the.
I remember the season.
Yes, even the coaches, they were shocked. The coaches actually.
I didn't think about Itu.
They voted by.
too.
Why you didn't think about him?
I don't know. I'm not you.
Okay, but for me, Itumeleng Khune was just the best player in sure, he was a goalkeeper, but the guy was just good. I mean, he was a decision maker on penalties and all those kind of things. I used to like him a lot at that time. Not this kind of Itumeleng Khune that is playing now. No, I don't like Khune.
He's not a young player. I don't care about now.
No,
I want young players.
I feel his form has dropped, but at one point in time, he was almost like Mzansi's number 1. Anyone who knows.
Not almost. He was.
No, he was. He was just.
What's your top 3? I'm shocked here. I didn't expect some of these names. Talk to me.
But Andile, Jabu Jeremiah Pule, definitely he is one of the best young players I've ever seen playing in South African football. Number 2, I'll have the sensational Sipho Nunez. That boy at 19.
They're sensational.
Sipho Nunez was something else, but Andile. I've never seen a young boy dominating the heart of midfield the way Sipho Nunez do, the way Sipho Nunez did during his time. And the last one, I'll have to give it. It's either I have to flip the coin on this one between Tulane Serrero and Itumeleng Khune, and I would definitely go for Itumeleng Khune purely because he was a goalkeeper at 21. The way there was a match where he was competing with Brian Baloyi at Sundowns, where he was Spider Kid versus Spider-Man, and Itumeleng Khune with his cramps, he literally won the cup for.
No, I was acting there.
Okay. That's not him saying he was acting. But for me, it's definitely Jabu Jeremiah Pule, not Jabu Mashangu, but Jabu Jeremiah Pule.
Oh, okay.
And Stephen Nunez, and last one is Itumelun Nkune. Those three players are the best players I've ever seen in the PSL.
Guys, I'm going to mention some names here just for topic. We're taking your calls right now, by the way. So give us a call, 086 000 2160, as well as WhatsApp on 060 552 7303 on anything and everything that we've spoken about here. Call us now. What about Uvum?
Yo, ngimpalile la. Number
Give
5.
Kirin.
Me mdoda.
No,
Doesn't
but,
fit?
No, you said 3.
Yeah, and I'm just wondering, Guti, so...
No, I mean, I didn't even put Charlie. When Pirates won the first treble, Charlie was 28 years old. He was so good. He was that good. Pirates won the treble. I mean, we can say Sipono Nunes said Sundowns never won the treble under him. He was even the best player at Pirates, almost in the PSL. Only Serrelo outshined Charlie just by small margins. But if you look at the performance across all competition, you will say Charlie was the best player. Even Opamanyisa, when he started, was that good. So even Junior Kanye, when he started, I think...
How old was OJ Mabisela? Because
Junior
I think we're leaving OJ out.
Junior Kanye was 18.
Yeah, but Andile, you know...
Yeah, OJ was 22 years.
He was 22.
When was at Pirates? When he
got to Pirates.
When Pirates won the league.
When he got to Pirates.
Yes, so when he captain Pirates was 22 was the...
Yeah.
What about Sophie Lagas?
Nah.
But how old was he?
I see you again. I see you again.
No, but you said under 23.
Was he not under 23 when he burst onto the scene? He was under 23.
Was he under 23?
Yes.
Are you
was
sure?
under 23.
Yes,
Oh, okay, no, it's fine. That's why I didn't put him.
You know
I
what
wasn't
Piggies? I was Piggies.
No, angisebenze home affairs mina. Angisebenze home affairs.
No, I'm saying...
Ngazi i-age ebhalwe phansi.
No, I wasn't sure that he was under 23. So Vilagazi was one of the greatest players. Even
So now that you know, do you put him in? Who do you take out?
never.
Okay.
The one that they put her there.
All right, let's go. Taking your calls right now till top of the hour before the boys come in, of course, give us some music. Taking your calls.
This is David Notwani. My selection for the all-time young PSL player in the PSL era, I would go for Jabu Pule Shuffle, incredible, talented match-winning player. 2, I would go for the late Leslie Manyatela.
Oh,
Unbelievable, prolific goal scorer.
we forgot Leslie.
No, we didn't.
The third one, I would go for Tulani Krim Serrero, who was doing fantastic things at Cape Town. Those are my 3. Off the top of my list, of course, there are many talented others left, but these ones were very, very influential young players who set the scene alight when coming into the PSL.
No Steve Likwelea. Thank you so much, Coach. That is Coach David Notwane. No Steve Likwelea in anyone's top 3. I know. Let's take the
Maybe
calls
we
in
should have
here.
said top 10. Then
No. Top 3. You need to be top 3. Kosnati. Kosnati, you there? Kosnati, I can hear you. I'm going to move on.
Yeah,
Go for it.
Yeah, mina bengicela ukubuza first uPito Masimane ngeke ngeze ngikhuluma ngaye ezikwini. Mina ngithi ngicela kubo yena.
Pizzo is available on Nkosinathi. Usukile kule team abekuyona lapha in Saudi Arabia. He is available, and I do know that at some point when he was at Kaizer Chiefs, there were, the late Tulani and I had a conversation about it. It says there was interest from Kaizer Chiefs at that time, and maybe even a meeting. So it is possible.
Remember,
Thank you very much. I appreciate that one. If you're in we appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Remember,
Sure.
Remember at one point in time, Bobby Mtonga once told us that they once interviewed Pizzo before he joined Sundowns.
There you go. So it's possible.
It's still possible.
It's still possible. Mfundo is out in East London. Mfundo.
Hey, Chakutan.
No, I'm easy, man. Talk to me.
My man, Okala. Keep them Paul Rim.
Yay! Boom, boom!
OSB, who's Stephen Binard. OS3, Leslie Manyatela.
Stephen didn't play long enough, man.
Yeah.
Oh, Stephen, man, can't enough at the top tier level. How many years did he play? Pro, you know these things.
No, he did actually. For Ajax, Cape Town.
I mean, there are players that we can't include. Someone just mentioned Penny Makat. Like Penny Makat only played 1 game. So
And then Steve?
You can't include Stephen Pinar only played I think one season with Ajax Cape Town. So same like Junior Kanye. Same like Junior Kanye. He had one prolific season with Kaizer Chiefs, and then it disappeared, and he found himself.
Mfundo, you're not wrong, Mfundo. You're not wrong for putting him in. He did play a season, and for you, if that season was influential enough, then yeah, you're correct. Thank you so much, Mfundo, out in East London.
So smart.
Sharp. Obi is actually a manager to Tulane Serero.
Oh, okay.
Remita Obil Kalat. He says Pule, cream, and gift. Guys, I'm still shocked no one says Steve Lukole. I'm going to take calls until someone says so. Let's go to Tabiso. Tabiso's out in Guruleni. Tabiso. Tabiso, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Talk to me.
Yes, Skizo, can I greet you there, my man? How's it?
Dangi njani mnandi?
Mocha, Asikasi.
Uyaqava.
Good evening to everyone in the studio.
Yeah, not this corner.
Yeah. Akunankinga.
Uzongidlisa ngesipani.
Akunankinga.
Talk to us. What are you thinking?
Okay, I'll go.
Uqala ngokuchoma.
Tabiso khuluma ke.
All right, Ncube, number one. That's my number one. And then number two, I'll go with Kanyiseni Swahla.
Hey, my daughter.
Then in Ntlanhla Kupeka, Ntlanhla Kupeka, I remember teams where they were failing to stop Rafael. And then Ntlanhla Kupeka came from long injury. I mean, it was 9 months injury, and he came back and he stopped Rafael Chuku. So I don't know what happened. Those are my top three.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Swahla? No, Swahla.
Mnandi.
No, but you can't put him in the top 10. I mean, that's
not even top 10.
Yeah, of course. There's Charlie, there's Kemite Rasmus ahead of him. There's a lot of quality ahead of him.
Uswahla?
Yes.
Do you
think Swahla was better than
top 10?
Do you think Swahla was better than Andile Charlie?
All right, let's go to Lisibe. Lisibe.
Good evening, Ma, and good evening to my sister,
It seems, Lisibe, that everybody agrees on one name, and that name is Jabu Pule. Let me hear. Are you any different?
I'm not. But before I give you my top three, can I quickly
go for it?
Say something about this useless playoffs, in my view. For me, it's high time maybe PSL, the hierarchy, have a look at it. Because now, look at Captain Spurs. They just finished now. Teams should be coming back from long layoffs, reporting for preseason. So I won't be surprised if they battle against relegation in the coming season. Lastly, coming to my top three is Jabu Pule, without a doubt. Sensational Siponunians. I'm torn between this guy that once played for Pirates, Andile, and Lerato Shabango.
Andile Cele.
Yeah, Andile Cele, Lerato Shabango.
No, okay, no, I hear you. I hear you, Lisibe. Now, you can't be wrong. That's the thing about this.
No, he's wrong. Andile Cele is not in the top 10. He's wrong. With Andile Cele is wrong.
It's his opinion.
Yeah, but some opinion can be wrong. This one is one of them.
Lisibe, I appreciate you, my brother.
He didn't even win a player of the season at Pirates. Did he win an individual award at Pirates?
We need to move on. I want to go to is it Mabrr? I think it says Mabrr there. I don't trust that team is writing out in Pretoria. Mabrr.
So my under.
Oh, grand.
I give not when
Mabrr Wellen naman.
Bona. Like my top three will be Jabu Shuffle Pule. And the second one will be Mavumvum, Gift Leremi.
Aye, Vumvum.
And then my number three, I'm caught up between the Kamara and Nili Nkanyiseni Wash. I'm not sure.
Over Tulane Serero.
Top three.
Over Cheese Boy Mokwena.
The opportunity to watch soccer.
No, but my brother, listen.
Yeah.
You think Swahla over Lebogang Mokwena, over Tulane Serero, over Steve Lukwele?
You know what? I don't know. Not even on my top 10. I'm talking about me, Andy.
Where are you? Where is he calling from?
From Pretoria.
Where in Pretoria?
I'm calling from from Pretoria, but I'm originally from Northern Cape in Bambisat.
Like, where are you now? We know it's a holiday today.
Yes, I'm in Pretoria.
At home. Yeah, at home.
I'm in Pretoria. But I don't have anything against him. From the players that I know that I will list, he does not cut the top 10 for me.
Yeah, my brother, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. The last one out in Green Village. The man we love so much, Tulani, man. Tulani, it's been a while, my brother. How are you?
Man?
It's been a very long time. Talk to me.
Hey, man, I see these guys, they anti-pirates, yeah?
Why?
If they will say Steve, he doesn't fit on the top 3.
But they've got Lebogang Mokoena. Skizo had Lebogang Mokoena. That's a Pirates player.
Simkhumbuze umkhonza.
Njayami.
Khumbula le game leya ye-boxing.
Yeah.
Pirates versus Mamelodi Sundowns.
Yebo.
FNB Stadium.
Yeah.
uGavin Lane uyenza mistake.
Yeah.
I-Sundowns yascora first 5 minutes.
Yo.
uSteve Licolia bro wami.
Anyamazi.
Mahlangu umhambisa ngamadolo.
Nyamazi unedust nonelto.
John Methu udlinet. Manje bafethu nithini bafethu manithi uSteve akekho ra.
Hayi choice awujama wonke umuntu une choice akuna ama player wakhe.
Thulani.
Ngiyabuzwa nje yabona uSteve number 1 uJabu.
Yeah.
It's Steve.
Yeah.
Bafethu lesimanyethela bafethu asingambaleli ngaphandle lokuthi wenze izinto.
Yeah, ngcono sifake bonke la bephela.
Yeah, uqavitiski njayami.
Can I tell you something about Tulani?
Thank you,
Can I tell you something, guys? Tulani, I want to tell them because these guys don't know you. We've been with you for a while.
Yes, my guy.
Tulani is blind.
Oh.
But he knows his football. Tulani?
Thanks, ma.
Ngiyakuncanya son. Not only is ngihlala ngimtshela ngithi blind, mara vievie blind.
Blind, yeah.
Blind. We got it out of here. Thanks so much, Tulani. It's been a regular, of course. It's followed us everywhere we've gone. Guys, thank you so much. I think this was one of our best.
Yeah, thank you, Jam.
This was one of our best. Very soon, we'll be taking this show on the road. Yeah. Very soon, trust me, we'll be bringing this show to wherever it is that you are, Plumina Machita.